Alright. So, I did a few things off screen actually. The last time I played. I think, well, let's see, I'm trying to remember. I gained like a level, I think. And also, I think, yeah, the biggest thing is that I did a lot of the Fisherman's Gambit quests, you know? I did like a few of them already. This is like part 5, and I caught the fish already, so I guess we need to go back to the seashore, or seaside? Seashore? Seaside. To do that. And I mainly did that so I can increase my fishing level so that I could do this quest, which involves catching a shark, which I need to do. Probably. I still don't know where this runaway son is. Maybe in the new place we're gonna go to. I think it's the forest or something. So this merchant. I gave him a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll have to wait on that. Well, let's go to the seafront real quick though. And yeah, basically, did a bunch of fishing. No tedious, so yeah, I decided to do that most of it off screen. It wasn't all that exciting, really. You know, you just went to like a couple of spots. I believe there's a spot on the Northern Plains, you know, and a few spots in the pier, you know, in the seaside town that you need to go to like fish certain fish or whatever. And I think like basically the quest is like every time you turn it in, you know, he gives you like secret fishing techniques, you know, which basically means you just level up your fishing, I guess. And he also basically admits that he eats most of the fish that you give him, and also sells them too. Actually, he's just making a profit off our fishing, so there's that too. And I think in dialogue, it's a bit of a joke, but like technically, you spend 2 months on like a fishing boat, I guess, out in the sea as well, just like off screen in the game. It's funny how just 2 months pass. Whoop. I hope Yonah is doing okay after 2 months. We just abandoned her in the town where we just go fishing in the sea for like 2 months. A long time, I don't know. I think the last fish I caught was from the village itself, actually. That's how you catch 5 bream, was it? What is that? Here you go, I caught the fish.
Yeah.
Got the fish, old man. Well, raise my man, so call me Cletus. That's some nice work, youngster. Keep it up, but you just might have a chance of catching the fish. Which fish? Never you mind. Time ain't right yet. Now let me show you the next technique. The next day. Well, it's in 2 months this time. You're on a whole different level now, you wee minnow. Don't you agree? Or minnow? Yeah, I feel like I'm getting better, but all this practicing is too intense. Don't think I'm gonna go easy on you because you're young. There you go. R5 complete. And I believe, well, let's see. Stones from the ocean, not a single man who knows how to fish properly. I guess that's it for now. I think there's more later on. At least that's what I read in my fishing guide. You know, there's a dedicated guide for this game about fishing, so it shows you how integral to the experience fishing is, I guess. But yeah, I gotta wait later on to get more fishing. Let's see, how do we catch a shark again? I should have looked this up, actually. Well, I think I remember. I think it's just here, I think. But you have to use sardines, right? I think so. I have a few sardines, I think. I bought sardines in particular, yeah, just to catch sharks. I guess we have to do that real quick. Well, how much do we need? Like 5? Assuming we can. We might not be able to, actually. I don't know. I did all this just to increase my fishing level to catch some sharks. But all I got is a rusty bucket. I don't know about that. And I assume we lose the sardine. Yeah, how do we lose the sardine to the bucket? Did the bucket eat the sardine? How did that happen? I assume it's here though, right? I believe so. I think that's what I remember. Hopefully it's this. Hole? I mean, the way I fish now, I think I mentioned, I mean, it's basically the same thing. Instead of pressing the button, you know, when the rod gets caught, you simply just press down on the left analog stick. It's just better to do that, I feel like. It's funny, I'm just reminded, you know, what happened last time in the main quest. It's like, oh, there's the shark. Yeah, disappeared. Alright, there's one shark. It's a big shark, just went in the air. I remember the book, you know, Grimoire Weiss or whatever, saying, oh, you should pull it the opposite way of the fish, which is correct, I guess. The game never tells you that this is the wrong place to fish, you know, to get the shaman fish anyway, to advance the main quest. I feel like that's a big game design flaw. No one playtested that part. I feel like most players would think to fish here, because this is where you get the rod, right? Like, oh, just get to the beach. Well, this is a beach right here, the sand, you know, and everything. But technically, this spot is not the beach, it's the pier. Or whatever. It's a different spot with different fish. This isn't where you get the shaman fish. Anyway, well, now I know better. Now I'm catching sharks. Giant shark. Somehow. I don't know where you put them, they just fly in the air. Normally, you put them in your pocket or whatever. You know, when you catch fish. But no, these ones are so big, they just fly in the air. I assume they just flop on the sand and then you just cut them up, I guess. I don't know. This was pretty tough, actually. Now, obviously, a lot of the fish are too hard to catch for your level at the time, you know, when you're just a beginner. I guess it's all stats. So it ends up doing like that, I guess. I assume that wasn't a shark. That was like something else. I don't even know what it is. Well, I want sharks, though. I need to finish that quest. That person who wanted to make like shark fin soup or whatever. Another hard one. I don't want this. Nah. I imagine, you know, fish that are too hard to like catch. They have really high health bars that you can't really decrease, so you just end up wasting your time, I feel like. Try, but I don't know. I don't think this is gonna happen, because in this game anyway, it seems like fishing is just like, you know, it's just an RPG skill and everything. It's not, I guess, skill-based. There's like a minigame attached to it, I guess, but it's mostly your level. Fishing level, I guess, which is invisible as far as I know. I don't think that you can look up your fishing level. But it seems like, you know, the game mentions that your level increases every time you do the quest. The Fisherman's Gambit quest. But this fish is too hard. Like, I don't know. Intense fishing music. Yeah, this one's too hard. This is kind of a waste of time, probably. I'm just gonna let it go. Yeah, let's go. I want the shark. I don't want that fish. And usually the rod, there's a little trick, I guess. I think I mentioned it before, but the rod always at least gets pulled like 3 times. And when you want to pull it is when, and again, the game doesn't tell you this, which I feel like the tutorial is very lacking when it comes to this fishing game. But when it pulls, like, you know, very hard, I guess, deeper than usual, that's when you pull. The game doesn't tell you that, but that's what you're supposed to do. And usually it pulls at least 3 times. So if it pulls like 2 times, then the third one will definitely be a deep pull, usually. As far as I know, unless there's some other like special mechanics that, you know, I haven't seen yet. And obviously you need to pull... Well, usually you need to pull... incidentally, I didn't see the angle, because I always have to put it at an angle to see whether or not it's a deep pull or not. If you put it up front like this, it's hard to tell, you know, like this. Usually I want to put it like this. In order to tell, yeah, you pull here. But, yeah, I was trying to say, usually you pull away from the fish, obviously, but in order to, like, decrease the health bar in order to catch the fish, usually you have to pull all the way down, actually. That's also another thing the game doesn't tell you. You also have to pull all the way down. If you pull it, like, completely left or right, it doesn't do anything. So it's important to actually pull all the way down. Hello, person in chat. Life in Jesus. You always post the same thing. I feel like you always come here and post the same thing every time. I don't know. Anyway. I just want to check the quest. Do I have enough? 4. Okay, one more. One more shark. I still need to catch one more shark. I assume this one's another shark, hopefully? I assume so. I just need one more. You know, what else did I do off screen, actually? I upgraded the Beast Bane, actually. From level 1 to level 2, amazing. It does slightly more damage now. And I think the Beast Bane, the one I'm using right now, on my back, I think it's the most damaging weapon, as far as I know. At least I check on my other weapons, and this one does the most damage, so obviously I'll use it. It doesn't seem like there's a downside. It seems like, you know, it says the weight is heavy for some reason. Doesn't seem to affect much, you know. Maybe the attack speed is slightly better on the other weapons, but this seems to attack just as fast, you know. Same animation, it seems like. So the Beast Bane just seems just better overall. Now, let's see, was it you or was it someone else? I think it was you, right? I found your ingredients, just right outside. Fantastic. Let's see how this tastes. Okay, here you are. Go ahead. Let me know what you think. Yum, yum, yum. Well, it's good, but I don't taste the shark fin at all. Wouldn't it be easier just to make regular fried rice? Oh, that's funny. I was thinking the same thing. I don't think anyone will pay for all these fancy ingredients anyway. Guess I'll just experiment and see what I can come up with. Okay, 5,000 gold. I feel like that's not worth it. 5,000 gold. I had to like do an entirely different quest just to do this quest, you know, and everything. Because as far as I know, catching a shark seems. I mean, you imagine it'd be pretty hard unless you level up your fishing. So you can't do that yet until you do the fisherman's gambit, though. Like the most part of it, you know, almost all of it. Oh well, I did all that. Let's see, anything else? I kind of want to check the merchant real quick. Oh wait, hey, you're the guy with the weird hat. I didn't see you. You look like... Well, I was gonna say you look like you had like a traffic cone in your head, but no, it's like a wizard hat more. Rather. Hey, did you run away from home? Huh? Oh man, how'd you... Your family's worried. Why'd you run away? They want me to, like, take up the family business. Can't do it, man. I'm a rebel. Are you, like, Shaggy, I guess? I don't know the way you're written, the dialogue is written. Is that right? Well, maybe you should let your family know that you're okay, and also why you left. Oh, man. People always gotta hassle me. Yeah, alright, I'll do it, but first you gotta do something for me, man. There's this guy who's been helping me since I got here. The man who runs the tavern. Anyway, I want to give him something nice. I was thinking I could, like, cook dinner or something. I don't have any ingredients or whatever, so yeah. I hope you got the ingredients so you can get back to your family quickly. What do you need? This guy, man. He don't eat nothing but fish all the time every day. Fish, fish, fish. So I was thinking he might, like, want to try eating meat or whatever. So could you get me like 5 pieces of mutton and 3 pieces of goat meat? I can find the pans and spoons and stuff. Just bring the meat to his place whenever, man. Oh, I already got it, actually. That's everything they can ask for. Just like, whoop, I already have it. I already have it in my pocket. Yeah. Okay, so I have to go to the tavern, though. Well, I want to check up with the merchant, however. I want to see how he's doing. Yeah, there's a bubble on top. So maybe, yeah, I should check on him right now. I thought I have to wait longer or something, but no, he's back already with the stuff, I guess. Hello, how did the trade go? Oh, we went, fine. It was fine. You don't look happy. Yeah, well, I didn't realize this until I got on the boat, but apparently I got seasick. Horribly, violently seasick. The smell in my cabin was just unspeakable. Looked like a portal to hell had opened, and barfed everywhere. Portal to hell? I don't want to stay in the trading business, but I don't think that's possible if I can't sail. Anyway, here's your payment. Thanks again. 10,000 gold. Thanks, and oh yeah, good luck? I never imagined my dreams would be dashed quite like this. What a bummer. waste of time.
まさか船酔いするだろうってね。次は船に乗らない商人を目指してほしいね。
できれば何も目指さないでいただきたいからな。
Well, maybe he'll, you know, instead of trading from the port, maybe travel on foot? Probably be better. At least for him. I guess let me save real quick. Like so. Let's see. I have to give some meat to the tavern keeper around here. Is what I'll do. And it seems good, like if we just finish up all the quests, it seems like, around here. So that we'll be ready to do the main thing later on. We still have to go to a forest. We have to do that. Hello, are you taking care of that runaway? Runaway? What are you talking about? Nanny? Have we been tricked? It seems we've been bamboozled. Well, I guess we can tell his parents he's alive at least. I'm gonna have this meat in my pockets. No one wants. Oh well. Is he gone? I assume he is. I don't imagine you could just find him again in the plaza. So yeah, I'll assume he's just disappeared. I guess in order to finish the quest, we just tell him that hey, the guy with the goofy hat, he like left. He talks in a weird way as well. I wonder how that's localized. You know, every time there's like a, you know, a speech pattern, I guess. I imagine, you know, at least in the Japanese game anyway. At least I guess any kind of game that has a different language, you know, that's translated and everything. I was just wondering, you know, how does he sound like in Japanese? Like maybe in in Japanese, maybe he just spoke in like a very terse way, maybe, you know. Maybe he had an accent. Maybe, you know, it's always the Okinawan accent. I feel like that's always pronounced in Japanese media. Hello, did your son come back yet? No, I haven't seen him. Oh, my poor little angel, where could he be? Well, he's in the seafront. Well, he was until he ran away again. Oh dear. Did he tell you an elaborate story and ask for help? My little angel has been, well, he's a bit of a dirty liar. I probably should have mentioned that. Well, so saying he was cooking dinner for the tavern owner really was a bright red lie. Since I cannot imagine you letting this go, perhaps we should return to seafront. There may still be a lead or two to pursue. Yeah, maybe there's some clues. He won't get away with this. Get some clues, like a Scooby-Doo.
どうしたの？
愚かな息子とやらに深く絶望しておったのだ。両親の苦労も知らず、ふらふらと遊びほうけておるとは嘆かわしい。
シロってたまに村のおじいちゃんみたいなこと言うよね。
おじいちゃんみたいではない。実際に十分な年月を重ねておる。
じゃあ何歳なの？
そう言われると半然とするな。
忘れっぽいところも村のおじいちゃんみたいだね。
嘘つきよりはマシだ。
It's a very old book, I guess. I guess we do have to go back to Siva. I didn't want to go back. I'll go and find him. I thought that would be at the end of the quest and everything. But I guess we do have to go back. I'm stuck on that. Let's just go do it real quick. Real quick. Find that guy with the wizard hat. Now. And then murder him. You know, for leading us on a goose chase. Probably not. Where is he? Oh, there's only like a... I see an icon right there. Hello. I see, say, I hear you're looking for a runaway son? Yeah, there was some strange kid asking people questions earlier. I think he was trying to learn how to get into Facade. Facade, let's go. Oh, I have to go to Facade now? Is that what it is? I assume so. He's running away to Facade. Okay, I go all the way there too as well. Yes, we have to go all the way around. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's the last thing we need to do until we continue the main story, I feel like. So might as well do it. Yeah, go. At least we get around pretty quickly with this boar. Bam. Alright, how do I get to Facade again? Facade. I keep saying Facade. Is it Facade or Facade? I assume it's Facade. You know, it's the same, you know, word in the dictionary. It's just that it's spelled differently, I feel like. Well, I mean, it's spelled the same. It's just that, again, the C has a weird squiggly thing, you know? I don't know what you call it, with the weird squiggly thing on the C. Usually indicates that it's a S sound rather than a hard C sound, I guess. I guess, well, I mean, I guess it's a soft C. Is it a soft C? Actually, how do I go to Facade again? I don't remember. Is it this way? This way to Northern Plains, which is the way you need to go for... for the main quest. Go to the forest. Is it this way? I think it's this way, yeah. I guess you gotta learn where, you know, everything is in this world. I mean, it's a bit of like, yeah, it's an open world game, sort of. Not that big, though. You know? But I guess it's a bit like... if it's like its own world and everything. I've noticed that you tend to, like, you know, visit different climates and everything. Which was a thing, you know, in NieR Automata as well. I guess they kept that theme. Still no snow place though. Well, actually, I was thinking, like, I wonder if there's like a snowy place later on. But technically there was, actually, in the prologue. So, there you go. Because, you know, visit a desert, we visit, like, I mean, we're gonna visit, like, a forest and everything. There's, like, plains. Always gonna be, like, a snowy place. But there it is. There's a snow place. Very beginning of the game, you know? I wonder if you go back to that place, actually. I mean, that's always the thing in RPGs as well, you know? You start, like, in a prologue place or whatever, and then you go all the way back, and then you know, you visit the very beginning. Let me use this fast travel. Was it here? Crown Temple? No. It was just here, yeah. Kind of confused me because I didn't see the prompt. Like, I didn't see where we were, I guess? Well, I guess we were on the X. I don't know. Also weird that there's a fast travel point right next to the graveyard. I wonder what that means, you know? It seems important. They have like a dedicated, like a fast travel point for the graveyard, even though it's like, you know, 5 steps away from another fast travel point. For some reason. Let's see. Well, I'll have to find the guy with the hat again. I guess. Can I ask around? I don't think I can. Yeah, these are just normal conversations. Look at the map. We're just a shop. I see someone here. What's in here? Or was it up there, actually? Oh, there you go. You know anything? A man moved into that house the other day. He certainly wears a strange hat. Shockingly enough, he fits in perfectly. He even speaks our language and knows most of the rules. Nani?
あ
I hear the new outsider came here after fleeing a terrible home life. Okay, it's another lie. Uh-huh. So he disguised himself as one of the masked people. No wonder we lost his trail. Well, we can't let him get away again. We'd have to take him out. Okay. Where is he, though? Move into the house? Which house? There's a lot of houses. This one?
あ
Hey, you're coming with me. Oh man, why you gotta be like, follow me and stuff? Fine, let me just pack and then I'll... Oh my gosh, there's a giant shape behind you! Nani? And then he's gone. Okay. Not again. Whoops. He has doubtless fled the city, though he could not have gone much farther than that. Oh. It's gone again. Man with a strange hat. Not much farther? Can anyone, give me a hint, or...
カイさんやりたて置いてきた
Do these guards know anything? No? They're just standing there, I assume. I guess I'll just go out. I'll just go right outside. Maybe he's just right here somewhere. Not gone far. Yeah, it's right there. Oh man, again? Alright, fine. Let me just run away. He's heading for the eastern road. We'll catch him before he leaves the desert. Stop talking to me. I need to go. Go, 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 go. Run. Just roll. Attack him. Kill him. No, okay, I can't. And no? I mean, I can't stop him, actually. No? Okay, fine. Oh my gosh, there's a huge pack of shades, right? Shut up. Not again. Stop it. Can I just murder him? Just knock off his hat. Hello? I'm just running right next to him. Hello? Talking to him again? What's that big thing on the right? I don't know. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, now I shall smite you with my unholy magic. But yeah. Doesn't do anything, but I can't actually kill him, obviously. Kind of frustrating that he's just right here. I'm running faster than him. I can't do anything. He's just, running this way. I don't know. He's gonna get away again. He's gonna go to the transition screen. We're gonna lose him. Just like a horror game, like a typical survival horror game where there's a monster chasing you. You just go to the next screen and they're gone. I guess we're the monster. It's a pack of wolves. And again the same. That's me actually. Again the same. Oh crap, it is a pack of wolves. Okay. I'm gonna leave you, bye-bye. No, okay. Ah! Alright. And they're all dead. How do you think I actually run into a wolf for real? Are you ready to go home yet? Yeah, man, hell yeah. This adventure stuff is way too scary for me. I'm gonna stay close to home and stuff. Good. Well, let's go tell his family. Okay. I just noticed the wolves disappeared. The wolf corpses, they just disappear if you don't look at them. And I guess I'll, loot their corpses. So I don't know if there's any reason to get any more stuff. There's that one quest with a bunch of the wolf pelts, I guess. That I already did, so... What's this way? This is a different way I haven't been to yet. Or have I? No, I think, yeah, I've been here before. Okay, for some reason, looking at it from this angle, it seemed different, but no, I already went here. It's just the way from the beginning, right? I assume. Time to get back to the village. One more time. Just get some of this stuff on the way. And get this as well. It was on the way, so I might as well grab some clay. And I guess when I... Oh, why are you attacking me? I know I killed like a bunch of your kind, I guess, but how do you know that? You respawn, you know? You shouldn't have any more memories of me murdering you. Anyway. I remember when I like upgraded this weapon actually, when I went to the brothers again. I think there's a small piece of dialogue where they say, basically, you know, the kid's kind of like, let's play, brother, you know, whatever, tell me another story, and everything. And the big brother is kind of like, you know, he stopped talking about his mom, you know, and everything. So I guess, you know, basically everything is good for the brothers, I guess. They're like content. So they're fine, they're doing fine. I'm getting these herbs, but I already have a bunch of herbs. I get more herbs. Alright, where's this guy? Where do I turn in the quests? Hello? Go in. Oh, nobody's here. I believe they left us a note. Well, thanks to your help, our little angel has returned to take up the family business. We have decided to move to a new land to begin anew and thoroughly train him to carry on the family name. Well, at least that's sorted out. Hey, they didn't pay me. Yeah, I didn't get anything. Hey, are you friends with the people who live there? Oh. Hello. No, why? Because the goddamn bastards borrowed money from everyone in the village and skipped town. Apparently, their son ran away because he wanted to escape a life of crime, but then some idiot brought him back. Crime? That is their family business? I was wondering. I guess they're just criminals. Well, perhaps we should just tell this up as an expensive life lesson and move on. Okay. Moral of the story is that... Talk about broken homes, eh? Yeesh. Moral of the story, I guess, don't literally help everyone. Because, you know, that seemed like a waste of time, actually. That was just one gigantic waste of time. We gotta get out of there. Well. Oh wow. That didn't achieve anything at all. We kind of just ran around for no reason, actually. But like, well, let's continue to make the story, I guess. You know, maybe, well, I don't know, maybe we'll see them later on in the future. And then we can get our revenge. Or is that really just like a quest where they just give you nothing? I mean, normally, you know, in any kind of RPG game, and also most of the quests we've done so far, when you do them, you get something at least, you get money. But this time, you just get nothing. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. Got a giant egg though, from this tree somehow. Who laid that giant egg? I don't know. Let's get our asses to the forest. Let's continue the main story. And I believe it's around here. I think I went to this place off screen a while back actually. I accidentally stumbled into this place, and there was like a brief cutscene and everything. So I actually like reloaded because I didn't want to like, you know, I want to like show it and everything if it's like important. Not too important as well, but I guess if you missed the dialogue, like it sets up context, I guess, for the place maybe. I don't know. Into the gate. All right. This should be the place where we're supposed to be, right here.
静かな村だね。
陰気な村だ。どうせろくでもないことが起こるんだろう。
白はもうちょっと言葉に気をつけようよ。
So this place seems like a village. You know, when you think forest, you think just like a forest, you know, no people, but there is people here. So like trunk houses, I guess. Reminds me of you know, what do you call it? Kokori Forest? Kokori Forest? In the Legend of Zelda, you know, Ocarina of Time. Reminds me of that. Hello, you have something to say? Beware. Beware words. The words? What do you mean? Contagious words. Those who dream. Those who dream? Hold on a moment. There's a strange new sensation in my mind. A giant text box. Wise's voice rose in a quizzical way. It is not quizzical. Oh, narration? What's going on here? The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes. Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you? I'm NieR. You know, written in Japanese because this is normally a Japanese game. This is Weiss. We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help. The villager stared at NieR and Weiss. If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream. What? The villager explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forests of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly. Giant text box. Now see here, he said. Are you saying that we've been absorbed into your dream? Well, yes, said the mayor. I think you have. Oh, said NieR. So that means we've caught the Death Dream? Before the mayor could confirm NieR's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage. I guess also the words as well, kind of cut off or whatever. There's no like word rap, I guess, like a weird word rap. I think it's because I imagine it's like when you translate everything directly to English. Because in Japanese, as far as I know, because in Japanese every single character doesn't need to be connected. You know, you can just like go to the next line without even connecting it usually. So I imagine that's why in English, when you do need to connect the words, they get cut off. You know, when you go to the next line and everything. I wonder how it is in the Gestalt version actually. I imagine they use the same engine, but how did they like localize the script to make sure that it doesn't happen? I don't know. Anyway, ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't recall falling asleep. The mayor attempted to take Weiss's complaints in stride. That's just how the Death Dream works, he said, brushing aside the book's remarks. My remarks shall not be brushed aside, fool. It will behoove you to remember that this world allows me to view all of its narration. The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject who NieR had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village. Something there must have caused you to enter my dream, said the mayor. A certain conversation, a specific word, something. NieR and Weiss racked their brains but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations. Grimoire Weiss is not engaged in meaningless conversations. The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride. It does not seem to sting my pride. You bloated gasbag of a narrator has demolished me utterly. Irritated, Weiss looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens. I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already. The anger created by his harsh words bled over to NieR like a contagion. Oh, wait, said NieR suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. Well, he must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming or something about that dreams, or... Oh, what was it? A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly, blurring out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Nia's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Nia. That sounds right, he said as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something like that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping it off at the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. Once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked out all the color of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. The mayor's voice took on a note of steely determination, and I won't stop trying until it happens. Nia nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second, I didn't nod. Where are you? Look, if we can be of any help, said Nia, just ask. Now, hold on, I did not just say that. Again, it seems like we're just a visual novel, by the way. The game turned into a visual novel, somehow. Magic visual novel. Silence, cried Weiss. Grimoire looked from Nia to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire's, Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Well, thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay it. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Nia and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Nia slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw that boy once before, he thought. But where? Nia's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident that they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went in, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, as his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by neither terrain nor physical effort, he spent most of his time urging NieR to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, NieR snapped. You know what, Weiss? He cried. Shut the hell up! They're stopping. I need to rest for a few minutes before I throw up. NieR leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. As if infuriated by his lack of respect, every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out with a volume that rattled his teeth. NieR slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what the hell's going on? NieR could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as NieR's ears seemed to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, NieR removed a hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zuri! Zuri! Chakaka! Okay, a bunch of sound effects. Wooma, wooma, shakaka, chikachiki, wooma, wooma, shishi, shishi. I'm not an insect, so I can't make those noises. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, NieR began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it suffers, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. This kind of thing happens in a lot of dreams, right? Maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Does it happen in dreams? I don't remember having to solve riddles in my dreams. I don't know. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it suffers, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? How the hell should I know? A woman? I mean, 2 women? Could be like a love triangle? A secret? Yeah, it's a secret. Because 1 with it suffers, like if it's a terrible secret anyway. It's like, oh, I'm keeping it to myself, which means, I'm only suffering with the secret. I'm shouldering the burden by myself. If you share with someone else, it's better. But if you share with 3 people, it's dangerous because, then it might leak. And you don't know who's gonna, tell the secret to other people, I guess. But I think, it's the first answer, secret. Inwardly furious, the Weiss left a task to him. NieR sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before NieR like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, NieR moved on with a new intensity. He keeps saying Weiss, by the way. I assume it's Weiss, right? Weiss? I think it's German, if I'm not mistaken. Weiss. Weiss? Where? Walls? The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said NieR, after a bit. Again, the words are a bit weird. I imagine it's because of the translation. I don't know. Again, I don't know how it is in the English, official version, Gestalt version. I think they, I assume it's because they had, a different engine, different language. If you, copy and paste the script onto this game, this is what happens, I guess. Not too bad, but, sometimes it's a little confusing. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, NieR picked up a small rock and set it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Okay, another riddle. Enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? I think sunlight, right? Sunlight? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. NieR grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one's pretty easy. And to really want to break no glass when I fall, what am I? What am I? Sunlight! Praise the sun! A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey look, cried NieR, waking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? NieR walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and the small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began NieR, but before he could speak any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but I end the night with 3. What am I? NieR tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If you wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said NieR. Well, at least it's an easy one. I've seen this riddle before, but... 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon. What am I? I mean, a demon or an angel? A man, I guess. I forget why it's a man. Usually it's like... morning? It's weird because usually... normally the riddle is like... I have 4 legs when... like, I start with 4 legs... and then I had 2, and then I end up with 3, you know, because you're growing, right? You're a baby, so you end up like you're crawling with 4 legs, and then you're an adult, so you have 2 legs later on. But then, you know, the idea is like when you're really old, usually you end up with like a cane or something, right? Or whatever. At least that's how it goes in the riddle. So that's why there's 3 legs. But it's weird because this is 4 legs in the morning, and then 2 at noon, the end with night with 3. It's weird. I don't know. I don't really get that. I guess a really fast aging man. I don't know. I wonder what happens if we answer the other answer. No, I'll just do it properly the first time, I guess. I'm a man, right? As far as I know. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried NieR. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Okay. You saw what? I'm sorry, I don't understand a thing you just said. It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the man at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As NieR watched, mist seeped from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When NieR and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy! He cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped NieR's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. NieR withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. Well, we broke the Death Dream's seal, he said. At least, I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as NieR filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them lay down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Wait a second. That's crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Nia and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continued Weiss. It is words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I felt tired since I was in prison here. His words were cut out by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they woke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear they had awakened from their dream. Oh, and we're back. Okay. We just took a nap, and then we came back to the real world somehow. That was a weird, I guess, section. You know, well, the cynical, you know, the cynical side of me wants to say that was all because they had ran out of budget, you know? It's like that anime. What's that anime called? I don't know. Like Bakemonogatari, actually. Sort of. Not really, though, but like, you know. It's kind of like they just ran out of animation budget, so they, instead of like doing the actual scene, you know, in the game, they just read out the script to you, you know? I don't know. Anyway. But there's probably a reason. There's probably a reason why that whole thing happened, I imagine. Maybe it's like some weird like magic curse, you know, somehow turned it into a story. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.